Though Three Ninjas Kick Back was released 2 years after the first film, this film I'm about to review was released, well, not released, but not filmed right after the first film, but it didn't get released until 3 years later, so this was intended to be the real second film. Here's my review of Three Ninjas Knuckle Up. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1995 martial arts comedy flick, Three Ninjas Knuckle Up. Released by TriStar for Sheen Productions and directed by Sheen Sang-ok under using the pseudonym Simon Sheen. This film was shot in 1992, the same year the first film was released, but was not released in the US until 1995, and was actually in chronological order intended to be the second film in the Three Ninjas storyline. So I want to say, if you've not seen my review of the first film, just check it out before you go into this one, because this kind of would have been the second thing, because it does have the same main characters played by the same three characters from the first film. Now, now I'm gonna go ahead and get into the story, but unlike what I did for the first two films, I will not be giving you the whole story. I'll give you just a little bit, but not all of it. Well, 14-year-old Rocky, 13-year-old Colt, and 8-year-old Tum Tum defend truth, justice, in the American way once more. This time protecting a Native American village and the rest of society against a toxic waste company. During the summer, the boys were staying with Grandpa Maury when they witness the Native Americans protesting against the waste industry, and the fight soon breaks out while Maury and the boys are ordered to drive away by the authorities. The next day, the boys encountered the same group of men led by JJ harassing a girl named Joe from the protest at the pizza parlor. After she demands they tell her about her father's whereabouts. After she is thrown to the floor to the customer's horror, Colt helps her before he and his brothers step into the well to protect her by fighting the men with their martial arts techniques and are cheered on by the admiring Joe and the amazed customers. After fending off the men, they are praised by the customers and their kids as heroes, which gives them big heads. However, they are put to work by Maury and the owner of the pizza parlor to work off damages from their fight. Maury tries to teach them a lesson in humility, but the reference of a flower blooming goes over their heads. Joe comes to the boys later at the pizza party and explains that the men are under the employ of Jack Harding, an industrialist who is illegally dumping toxic contents into the Native American reserve. Without proof, they can do nothing. Joe's father, Charlie, had gone to investigate, but he has not returned. Colt, who is seemingly attracted to Joe, agrees that they will help and find her father. The boys follow and sneak into Jack's waste management and overhear his conversation with the mayor about corruption and find Charlie in prison. The boys manage to fight off some of Jack's men and escape, which they report to Joe. That night, they mount an escape plan for her father, which is successful, and they spend the night celebrating with the tribe and getting thanks for helping them. During the dance, Jack and his men attack them once again until the boys and Native Americans fight them off with the help of Maury, who is suspicious about his grandson's activities. Now, that's all the story I will give to you. If you want to know what happens, then you're going to have to see the movie if you feel like it. But this is a film I would definitely recommend you give it either a one time watch if you are a hardcore completionist or simply avoid it. As isn't quite as good as the first two in ways. Now I appreciate it trying to go on after the first film since it was filmed the same year the original film was released. As we have Michael Treanor back as Rocky, Max Elliott Slade as Colt, and Chad Power as Tum Tum. All three are back from the first film, and we have Victor Wong once again returning as Mori Tanaka. I must admit he's still pretty good. Now, playing some other characters, we have Crystal Lightning as Joe. Now, I did like her performance, she was pretty good. Charles Napier, who I've seen in numerous films, plays Jack Harding. And I gotta say, he's an okay villain. And Patrick Kilpatrick plays one of Jack's workers, JJ. There's also Donald Logue and Scott McDonald as well. Oh yeah, and Vincent Schiavelli. So anyway, yeah. But the rest of the supporting cast is kind of, I don't know. But anyway, this film didn't do as well as the other two films did. This one received mostly negative reviews, just like the other two. It currently holds 39% on Metacritic. And sorry, I don't have no Rotten Tomatoes score for you, unfortunately. Sorry. The film got nominated for Worst Sequel and Sequel nobody was clamoring for at the Snickers Bad Movie Awards, but lost to Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, and Halloween, the Curse of Michael Myers, respectively. Despite its negativity, Entertainment Weekly's Michael Soller gave the film a B- grade. So that's factually fair enough. Um, the the musical score from Gary Steven Scott was okay and what have you. So I'm going to say, well, this is probably my least favorite of the Three Ninjas flicks and what have you. But you'll have to take my word for it. It's good in some ways, but it just doesn't quite hold it up to it. Took while it was filmed the after the first film, but didn't get released till 3 years later, a year after the second film. Oops. Sorry, everyone. I'm getting too all, Anyway, Three Ninjas Knuckle Up. This is kind of going to be a short review. So again, as I've said, this film can be more a miss than a hit. But you be the judge. I'd only recommend this a one-time watch if you are a hardcore completionist of the Three Ninjas films, where I would simply say avoid this. This is a draw between avoid it or give it a one-time watch unless you're a hardcore completionist. So that's why I did. I decided to revisit the film just so I'd be ready for this review. Three Ninjas Knuckle Up, I've said maybe not my favorite of the franchise completely. Just wait until I get to the final film, which would be released 3 years later. So, what did you think of Three Ninjas Knuckle Up? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, make it grow, make the video views grow, etc. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of Hans Christian Andersen's Thumbelina by Don Bluth and Gary Goldman. And if you like this, check out my review of this, what was to be the third chronological film in Three Ninjas, the second film, Three Ninjas Kick Back. Or you can go to the upper right hand corner and see my review of a recent funny flick, and that being Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp, which of course that's now streaming on Netflix. Or you could go to the bottom left hand corner and see my review of a third film that also kind of involved a little bit of a toxic waste involvement that had martial arts hero, and that would be The Karate Kid Part 3 from 1989. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.